y'all, while I'm waiting for my hair, what? While I'm waiting for my car to heat up, it is currently 5:53. My plan was to be gone by 6 o'clock because I have to meet students at the bus, at the school at 6:30. So I am currently, just sitting here, like I said, waiting for my car to heat up. Fun fact about me, I don't know about anybody else, but I like to do things the night before. So obviously, making sure that I know what I'm gonna wear, making sure that I have everything in my bag, because when you have early mornings like this, it makes getting ready so much easier. I have been doing speech for years. Like, I started speech my sophomore year of high school and literally kept doing it as a competitor until my senior year of college. And then when I went to grad school, I was still doing it, or coaching, for 2 years. And one of those years I was still going to tournaments, not as a competitor anymore, obviously, but as a coach. So I've gotten used to knowing how to maneuver and knowing how to get up in the morning, because I know a lot of people are like, dang, y'all got to get up that early to do speech. Yes, we do. So it's ways to finagle it, it's ways to get around it, but it's very, very good to learn. A lot of people never master how to get up before 9 a.m. And that's something that I know very well. Now, don't get me wrong. Am I tired? Do I want to get up all these Saturdays after I've been working a 5-day week? Absolutely not. But you do get used to it, and it is a skill that's very, very helpful for, your professional life. So if I go to a different job, or if I take on a different role, I'm gonna know how to get up and do what I need to do. So yeah, and I'm sorry for the lighting, guys. It is what it is. Maybe if I turn this on, that's what I should have did. It looks so much better now. But okay, y'all, so let me get on the road to the school. Hopefully I'll be able to stop and give me a little refresher or something, because I am more tired than usual today. But yeah, let's get going. All right, y'all, so we are at the school. It is currently 6:15. As you can see, the bus is here. None of my kids are here yet, I don't think, but yeah, so we're gonna have a very, very small team today. First of all, we just have a small team in general, and I'll probably kind of talk about that a little bit more as the day goes on. But yeah, so we're gonna get on the bus and wait for kids. Okay, y'all, before I get on this bus, I do want to let y'all know I got my strawberry acai. I was trying to get this yesterday on my way to work, and the Starbucks line was too long, so I was just like, forget it. But this is the beauty of getting up at the crack of dawn. I was able to get here in 10 minutes. Granted, from my house to the school is maybe 15-20 minutes, but I was able to get here in 10 minutes because ain't nobody on the expressway. It's a Saturday, and I got this drink. Literally, I was the only person in line. I got my drink in less than 5 minutes. So there is beauty in getting up this early to do stuff. But anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and get my stuff together, make sure I have everything in my bag, and then I'm gonna go ahead and walk on the bus. So y'all, I'm probably not gonna record my actual students, just for safety type stuff. People are weird, and this is going on the internet, so you probably won't get to meet them, but like I said, I'm going to be recording throughout the day, so you know what everything looks like. If you're not familiar with speech at all, or if you're just I know this girl is the head coach of a speech team, but what the heck does that mean, you're going to get to see it today. But this is kind of the beginning portion of my day. This is what speech tournaments usually look like for me. I do have another coach on staff. He also works with me at my 9-to-5 job, but he's also a Thornbridge alum. I did have a third coach, but things kind of didn't work out, and I really wanted that person to really take care of themselves. So it's just the two of us. And here's my thing that I really want to let people know. Granted, I don't know who's gonna watch this, but let me just say, when I go to tournaments, because Our speech team has not been active at Thornridge for several years. Like, it's been more than 3 years since there's been an active speech team. A lot of these students do not really understand the activity, don't really know the protocol or like the etiquette behind it. And as much as you can teach them about it beforehand, life is always the greatest teacher, right? So actually experiencing it, students are starting to see in real time what you should do and what you shouldn't do. And for me personally, I always had a set of coaches when I was in speech where you had a coach who was in the tab room doing whatever, and then you had a coach who was kind of there for moral support or if anything jumped off. And I feel like in my situation with these students, because they are so new, because they're learning the activity, and because there are no varsity members to kind of help out and be the person, because the other coach that I have has opted to judge, which that's a part of speech. Coaches do have to judge some of the rounds depending on what judges are needed where. I am left to be the support, to be that person that in the event that something happens, I need to be there, and even more so because my students are new. So because I'm the head coach, it is not necessarily policy, but tradition that the head coach is usually in the tab room. But for me, again, because of the situation that I'm in and the nature of the team that I have right now, I feel like I am better used being that extra support if it's needed, and checking in with students and making sure things are going well, because let me tell you, things have definitely went left. So yeah. So let me just get that out there, because I know there's probably some people who is like, why doesn't she do this, or why isn't she here? And that is why. I've always been people centered, even in my regular job. I really, really care about the people that work for me. I care about the students that are competing. So I want to be that extra support for them, because speech can be a very difficult activity to adjust to. It can be the concept of it for a young person, especially a young person from a low income or minority background. It can be very, very weird. So yeah, I just feel like that I need to be there. I'm better used there. So hopefully next year things will change where I'll have some more coaches. I'll have some varsity members who can kind of act as that extra support as well. But right now, I ain't got that. So I got to do what's best for my kids and for my team. But I have talked to y'all ear off for the last couple of minutes. It is 6:22, so let me go ahead and head to this bus before my students start getting here. So yeah, I will see y'all once we're on the bus. All right, y'all. So we are currently on the bus. I'm waiting for one student, but right now, Layla, what time is it? It's currently 6:30, and we're supposed to be gone at 6:30. So, but it's cool. I always budget extra time in, so we should be okay. But hopefully she gets here before 6:40. So once she gets here, we'll be on the road to our destination. All right, y'all, so we have registered for the tournament. As you can probably hear in the background, it's another team that's warming up. We have already warmed up our team. So at this point, the students have kind of went out. They're getting ready to go into their first round. If you're not familiar with speech tournaments, there's normally 3 rounds. Today there's going to be 2, but one is going to be double judged from my understanding, which technically equates to 3 rounds. And they usually do that when they're like low on judges, or if they're just trying to like hurry up and get the tournament over with, which we love. Speech tournaments usually last all day. Like, y'all already seen, I was up at 5 something, got to the school at 6 something, And the first round for the tournament doesn't start until 8:30. So we might get out of here at like 4 or 5 if it's a good day. If not, we might leave at like 6:30. So it is a long day. And it's an all day thing, right? So if I ever say, hey, I can't do something on Saturday, I got a tournament, it's all day. So by the time that I get done with the tournament, I don't feel like doing anything else. So yeah, I have to go judge. I'm judging DI. And I'm also judging SOS, okay? So this should be fun. If you're not familiar with the events, DI is dramatic interpretation. It's an acting event. And then SOS is special occasion speaking, which is pretty much the students write their own speeches and it's about whatever topic they want it to be about, and it's usually funny. So yeah, I wasn't expecting to judge today, but it is what it is. So yeah, we're gonna hang out and do what we do. Hey y'all, so it is currently 1:32. Like I told y'all, I did have to judge, so I am back in the room. We are waiting for postings to drop. Postings is pretty much who broke or who got to final round. So again, if you're not familiar with speeches, usually 2 to 3 rounds. From the rankings from those rounds, they determine who goes into final round. From final round, they rank it from 6th place usually to 1st place. And that's who determines who wins the tournament. So yeah, we are waiting for postings to drop. They may have already dropped. My students walked out and went to go see them. But I stayed behind to tell y'all what's going on. So yeah, we shall see if any of our students broke this tournament. But yeah, when I tell y'all this is an all day thing, it's all day, baby.
Wait, let's act real excited.
Okay, y'all. So unfortunately, we didn't have any breaks today. And what you just saw is basically what postings look like. So they have your name on there, what time the round starts, where the round is, whatever. I think that I have to judge finals. I'm not really sure, but I guess we'll figure it out when we get there. But yeah, so right now it is, what time is it, y'all?
It's 1:55.
It is 1:55. Okay. So final round starts at 2 o'clock. That's probably going to be another hour and 30 minutes. So we probably are not going to get to award ceremony until maybe 3 o'clock, 3:30. But award ceremony is another hour and 30 minutes. So maybe we'll be home before 6. Hopefully, I don't know. But yeah. This is where we're at. It's where we're at. So here we are. Okay, guys. So I just got finished judging poetry. And it was poetry. I don't have much to say. But yeah, so we are nearing the end of our day. I'm just gonna go turn these ballots in, which again, if you're not familiar with speech, you do have to, when you're judging, obviously have something to give the students some sort of critiques of some sort so that they can have feedback and go home and work on it. So I'm gonna go turn those in, and then we're gonna head to the award ceremony, and that's gonna be the day.
Feel like you have to be X, Y, and Z to be better. What will you do that is when you move?
This is not what SmackDown is about. Here we go. It is about that a little bit, but it's not about that primarily. We started this tournament with a simple dream. wanted to hit one of each other with a chair. And we did that. We hit Mr. Badger with a chair right in front of his children. They didn't understand. Look where we are now. We have to take each other's bags. Did you all have fun today? I was having fun today. So I beg of you, we have a lot more years of this to happen. It's time to settle this. Mr. Roberski, Mr. Rosari, I think you have something to say to each other. There were 6 finalists in the next team final of dramatic duet acting. In 6th place from Oak Lawn, Melanie Cabrera and Miriam Julie. In 5th place from Oak Lawn, Francesca Crosby and Maggie Sheehan. In 4th place from Lamont, Olivia Jatautis and Emmy Honeywell. In 3rd place from Joliet Central, Alex Whitlack and Rebecca Hambridge. Your final 2, your top 2 in dramatic duet acting next in. Woo! In no particular order. One of your top 2 was Marcus Bobbitt and Chris Reed. As well as Ernesto Perez and Melanie Munoz.
Okay, Marcus.
And your winners are, in the next in final dramatic duet acting, Marcus Bobbitt and Chris Reed.
Okay, y'all, so I am back at home. I've been home for like an hour or 2 now. So what I told y'all earlier was correct. I didn't get back home. We didn't get back into the school until like 6 o'clock, 6:15. So yeah, I was literally at the school at 6 and came back at 6 at night. So literally I went there when it was dark and left to go back home when it was dark. So yeah, that was my day. That's the day in the life of a speech coach or somebody that does speech. And let me just say this, y'all. I am in a different place than most speech coaches are. Most speech coaches are either teachers at the school or work in the school in some sort of capacity, or work for the district. And I don't work for the district. I work for a nonprofit. So although I'm in the schools, I don't have the same leeway as a lot of people that actually work for the school district do. We're also in a very different time period with very different students. And this year has definitely been a learning year. I have had a lot of things happen that I've had to adjust to or kind of suck it up and keep it moving. We literally just had to remove a student from the team this week. So it's a lot. It's a lot. And, we still got a little bit more of the season to go before we start on the state series. But I just want to say, y'all, it's been hard. It's been hard. I'm balancing my regular 9 to 5 on top of being a speech coach, on top of my personal life, and it's a lot happening. And I'm not saying this to complain. I'm not saying this to make anybody feel no type of way, because I get things done regardless of what I have going on. But, show a little bit of grace to people. You really don't know what's going on. I have not gotten a whole lot of support. I've gotten a whole lot of social media support, but as far as people coming through, or the people that said they were going to come through, it ain't been a lot of them. But thank you to the people that have come through. Thank you to the people that do check in on me, and the other coaches. Some of y'all look out for me unprovoked, and I'm very, very thankful and grateful for you. But just know that trying to rebuild a team with a environment and all the different things that happen when it comes to doing a speech team and getting things together and pulling kids and trying to get them to understand the activity, it's a lot. It's a lot. So I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I will be glad when the month of February is over, so that I can kind of regroup and reframe. So yeah, that was it, guys. um I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please do me a favor, like, subscribe to the channel so that you can continue to see content from me. And if you got any questions about speech, y'all just want a video that like breaks down speech as an activity, feel free to comment and let me know. Drop it in the comments that you want a different video, and let me know what type of content y'all want to see. Because a lot of times I feel like I make content and it's not really what y'all want to see. So let me know. But yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. Once again, make sure that you subscribe, and I will see you next week.